this will close out story time on Japan. This is going to be the part 4. So far, we have recapped on my toe being infected, them trying to fix it and making it worse. We've talked about Typhoon Jebi and everything that happened during that time. And we talked about Matsushima Bay having a free day, having fun. I wish I could elaborate a lot more of the fun experiences, like the sake tasting on the street. That was really cool. Basically, that's all there was with that. So, and my sushi trip. That was fun. Now, I saved the best for last. This is the one that I hope that some of my friends and my old unit sees, because I'm sure that they will have a heyday with this one. So, there were 2 nights while we were in Japan that we were allowed to drink with the Japanese. And this will be a story about one night specifically. So one night, and this is whenever we get off duty, and we were finally allowed to have some free time, and we were allowed to go to this this mess hall, is what it was, and hang out with the Japanese. And the whole goal was to literally just drink with the Japanese, get to know them better, you know, have a good time with them. It was really that simple. Well, anybody that knows me knows that I like my alcohol. I'm a fan of it. I enjoy it. I don't do a lot of hard alcohol anymore, but I will still down beer whenever I get the chance, only on the weekends. And so this night, we're all buying our alcohol. We're heading to the spot. We're hanging out with the Japanese, and I plan on adding clips of a couple of the things that happened in Japan. I've got some Snapchat videos that I saved showing some of the events that happened in Japan. So I'll probably add at least one of those. One of them was too far gone. And it's the 2 videos that I actually took and a couple of the pictures were the last things that I remembered before blacking out. So before I get to that part of the story, I'm going to go ahead and stop this so I can add in the clip of Japan, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, so what you will see in that clip is us playing Flippy Cup with the Japanese. I feel like most people that will watch this will know what Flippy Cup is, but if it isn't, I'll explain. On a table, you line up on 2 rows, one on each side, and everybody has some beer in their cup. The goal is you drink it, you put it on the edge of the table, upside down, and you try to flip it to land upright. Then the next person drinks and tries it until it gets to the end. Whoever gets to the end first wins. Well, that was the goal, and I decided I wasn't done drinking. So I keep drinking, which, mind you, I want to put this out there. So one of the first events of the night whenever we started drinking was this Japanese guy who, this is how he begins his night. He drinks a bottle of Japanese whiskey. He drinks a bottle of sake. He drinks 2 beers. And then he starts his night. That's his pregame. Right there. All that is his pregame. I can't keep up with somebody like that. I'm sorry. I can't. I was out. I tried. I lost. I was okay with it. So, yeah, we're drinking. And I'm getting a good buzz. You know, we're all buzzing right now. And one of my buddies who happens to be a medic, he was staying in our tent with us. He comes up to me. He's like, here, try this. He gives me this tiny can of sake. It looks like a can, like a normal can, except it's only about this up. Very short can. And it was some really weird fruit-flavored sake stuff. And it tasted decent. I'm not going to lie. It tasted decent. Super strong. Should have paced myself. Chugged probably 3/4 of it, then passed it around for everybody else to taste, just to get the reaction because it was so strong. Well, if that wasn't bad enough, there's some... Oh my God, I wish that without fear of repercussion, I wish that I could talk about everything that happened this night, because some things got extremely crazy. Extremely unnecessarily crazy. So, we're all drunk, you know, we're all having a good time. Well, not all of us. Some of us are drunk. I am blacked out drunk. And things are getting to a halt, so we start leaving. And most of what I'm going to tell you from this point is a lot of eyewitness accounts. Maybe one day I'll be able to get one of them to be on video explaining what they can remember. Because I got to a point of blacking out and I went ballistic. You know, I mean, I was in a different country. I wanted to party hard with them. It was great. It was awesome. I can't complain about it. So this is the part where it starts getting into eyewitness stories. Whenever we started leaving, I was walking with my squad leader. And at this time, I was technically infantry, but for this training event, I was working comms and supply. Just because I'm an expert at comms. It's what I was really good at other than shooting stuff. We had enough people for that, so a bunch of people were getting dispersed to other areas to try to pick up some of the slack in busy moments. So that's why I ended up getting tasked with comms and supply. So we all stayed in a headquarters tent. And so my squad leader, which was the comms NCO, so we're walking back, and I'm just talking a bunch of gibberish because I'm blackout drunk. And I tell her, I want to go for a run. She's like, go. And I'm like, are you sure that's okay? It's dark, and I have no idea where the hell I'm at. She's like, yeah, go for it. So I guess that I dart like a bat out of fucking hell, just sprinting my ass down. I take some random turn. At this point, I guess that she, along with 2 or 3 other people, were trying to chase me, but I'm already fucking gone somehow. I'm a big motherfucker, and I disappeared. I just straight up, I vanished. And I do remember this much. My whole goal is that I didn't want to come back to America. I wanted to stay in Japan. So I was trying to run to the mountains. Well, being as drunk as I was, I got really lost, and I don't remember too much. I don't remember too much past that. All I know is that I was trying to run to the mountains so I didn't have to come home, and I got lost. Well, somehow I wound up at a porta potty, and I walked out from taking a piss, and my readiness, or not my readiness, my squad leader ended up finding me. So she takes me back to my tent. It's like, okay, we're going to lay you down. It's a good time for you to start going to bed. So I'm laying down on my cot, and first saw our company commander, some other big guys. They're all having a conversation right across the way from where we are. They're talking out plans for the next week, whatever. And for some reason, I thought it was funny. So I started laughing. That was a bad time. That was a bad time to start laughing. So my squad leader comes to me, gets me back out of my cot. We start going for a walk. I don't remember too much. I hardly remember anything at all. And then we get to this point, and I'm still drunk, and we're standing in this group of people. Most people have already bedded down. They're all asleep, whatever. There, you find a few straggling groups. It's just hanging out. That's it. That's really all. Well, we had one rule for that night, basically. Don't buy any hard alcohol. It's supposed to mainly be beer, sake, simple things. But we were not supposed to buy whiskey at all. Well, somebody ended up buying some whiskey, and this little group that we were hanging out with, for some reason, they thought it was a good idea to give me the bottle of whiskey. Well, I start chugging it, and I almost finished the damn bottle. And then they pull it right back out of my mouth because I was chugging it. And I guess that for some reason, we were standing underneath these trees, and I earned a nickname from doing this event. It's Littlefoot. Anybody seen I think it's The Land Before Time? It was about dinosaurs. And this one dinosaur called Littlefoot who had a thing for star leaves or whatever they were called. Yeah, well, I earned that nickname from doing what I'm about to explain. So we're all talking, hanging out. We're still drinking a little bit. And I see that there's these leaves. They're like several feet above me. I'm like, you know what? I wonder if I could jump up there. Not realizing that all these people are around to watch me look like a jackass. I wasn't even paying attention to them. I was in my own place. You know, I was in my own headspace, and I'm just thinking of these random things, and I realized it's like that seems challenging. Seems possible, but it seems very challenging. So I'm just looking up. I'm eyeballing these leaves. My dumbass starts jumping, and I got this leaf on a second jump, and it was probably a good probably about 2 3/4, 3 feet above my head, and I just straight up jumped up and bit that leaf straight out of that tree. I can never do that sober. I don't got those hops when I'm sober. There's certain things that I can only do good whenever I'm drunk. PT, I can do PT all damn day as long as I've been drinking. It'll be a good time. Sober, nah, I drag ass. So, ever since then, I get talked about by people in the 2-3 units that was around us about how I made that jump that there was no way that I should have made. I know, it sounds unbelievable. I didn't believe it either, but whenever enough people tells you this happened, I'm left to believe that it happened because I don't remember shit. So, yeah, after that, we went to bed. We slept in the next day, which was really nice because we had a little bit of downtime, so we slept in the next day. It was a great time. So that basically finishes up that story. So now you've heard 4 stories from Japan of whenever I was in the military. So you've heard about my toe infection that they tried to fix and it got worse. You've heard about Typhoon Jebi and all the events that took place. You've heard about Matsushima Bay and the wasabi that I accidentally ate. And you heard about me getting blacked out drunk. I wish that I could remember more to tell you. I guess that I was a fucking riot whenever I was there. I was great. People seem to love me whenever I'm drunk. That's because I've got no problem coming out of my little crusty shell whenever I've been drinking. You know, it's that liquid courage that people talk about. So, those were 4 stories of when I was in Japan. There was also another one about fuzzy balls. I'm going to add that one just for the hell of it. It's not going to be a part 5. It's just going to be a short little one. So I'll get back to y'all in a couple of minutes.